When evaluating expressions, it's important that we use parentheses. I didn't use parentheses on that last quiz because I only had two variables and one operation between them. But we should always use parentheses when replacing variables. Here's why. Here's an expression of triangles and circles. One thing that we want to be careful about is what's the operation between symbols and numbers? Well, we assume that there's multiplication between variables or symbols and numbers. We don't often show it in algebra, but we want to make sure that we always include that there. We'll see other examples of this later throughout the course. I'm going to assign the value of the triangles to be -1, and I'm going to assign the values of the circles to be 3. We want to use parentheses when we replace variables because of negative signs. Here's what it would look like. I would have 3 times -1 because a triangle is -1, then times 3 because a circle is 3, plus 4 times -1 again for the triangle, and it's squared, and then times 3 for the circle. And on the end, I would have minus -1 to the third. Here, this circle is really an exponent. So I have 3 times -1 times 3, which is -9. I know -1 squared is -1 times -1. -1 times -1 is just +1. So this number becomes +1. So I have -9, then plus, and then I have 4 times 1 times 3, which is 12. Now on this end part here, I have to do -1 cubed first. I know powers come first. I've rewritten the statement over here. So now -1 cubed is really -1 times -1 times -1. I know 3 negative ones make up -1. The first two would be +1. Then I'd make it negative. So I have -9 plus 12. Subtracting a negative is really adding a positive. -9 plus 12 is 3. Plus 1 is 4. When I plug in the value of -1 for my triangles, and when I plug in the value of 3 for the circles, I get an answer of 4.